What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. So I want to ask y'all a question. Is it really over with for Drake for real? Like, is this the end of him being the mega star in rap for real? Like, is it the end of him having the top spot or top slot? Is it over with? And I asked that because my dog, my boy Melvin, my college roommate, and my fellow Chicago brother who is out in Hawaii now, he called me and he said, Malcolm, like I've been hearing some of them songs from the Kendrick album, and bro, I don't know, it might be over with for my boy. Now his boy is Drake, right? Now I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm open and honest with y'all. I am a fan of Drake's music. I have been for the longest of time. I love a lot of his music. I've listened to a lot of the albums and songs over the years. I'm going to continue to do that. Right? I'm not going to fake the funk for y'all, because if y'all see me outside one day or riding in the car or riding outside or walking down the street bumping some Drake music, then y'all won't be like, oh my God, he's fraudulent. I'm telling y'all, like, he made some great music over the years, and I've had great times to Drake's music, so I'm going to continue to listen to the music, right? But in the whole battle, I told my boy Melvin, like, when soon as Kendrick made Euphoria, I said, oh man, Drake in trouble. At first, I'm like, oh shit, Drake getting off with the push-ups and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And in retrospect, a lot of people was like, hey, yo, the AI thing a little corny. And I get where people were coming from, but at first, I liked it, right? But when Euphoria came out, I was like, oh no, man. This is just the tip of this here iceberg. Then Meet the Grams. And then we heard songs like When Not Like Us came, I knew it was a rap. And it took a while for my boy Melvin to concede that Drake had lost. Because he's a big Drake fan, right? He OVO male for real. Self-admittedly OVO male, right? And he hit me, he's like, Malcolm, I think it might be over with for my boy. He like, I'm hearing these songs, man. This shit getting spooky out here for real. It's like he doing a Ja Rule on Drake, like what 50 did to Ja. Y'all remember, man, 50 got Ja out of here. And we was just singing Ja's music at the cookouts and all of that, and 50 got him up out the way. And what's crazy is, even through the beef, Ja was still making some nice bangers. Like, he had that joint that Caught Up. I think Caught Up came out in the midst of him and 50 beef. That, why me and you had to meet, talk, fucking get caught up. That's my joint. I'm feeling you, and I'm feeling we should both be free. Why me and you had to me. I'm done. But yeah, like nothing could stick during that, because 50 had already done the damage. And I'm looking at Drake trying to release certain songs, trying to just releasing little stuff here and there, and nothing is sticking for him right now. Right? And I was like, previously, I said previously, you know, Drake gonna be fine. He gonna be all right. Like, when the summertime come, he gonna all you gotta do is make a hit. And I'm like, I don't know. He gotta make a strong, like, I'm talking about a dynamic hit. Because, like, now, like, this GNX album is a victory lap. Like, he whooping on Drake on here, and then, but styling on him. Like, you just mad because I'm styling on you. Y'all remember when dude got bust off when he was doing that? You just mad because I'm styling on you. You styling on him. And in a way that a Drake would do to other people. Because Kendrick is not, he don't just got deep, just super, super deep songs on the album. He got bops. He got introspective records, reflective records. He got songs that women would love. Like that damn, the Use Your Heart with the SWV. I mean, the Heart Part 6 with the SWV Use Your Heart sample. Oh my God. That Luther with SZA. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't give these nobodies no sympathy. I take away the pain. I give you everything. What? I just want to see you in. That shit hard, y'all. Like, what? I like that. If this world were mine, come on, man. The Luther Vandross, that is phenomenal. He got all different type of songs for everybody. That peekaboo, again, and he's having fun. He making his songs, not even trying for real. Like, he doing what people thought he could not do. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, when Not Like Us came out, they say, damn, Can't we? They got us in the club vibing to a Kendrick joint, like vibing. Because people say, oh, he can't make no bops, he can't make no slaps. Even though he already had some hit records before then, right? But people just like, oh, he can't really do it. He can't do it to a Drake level. Fam, Peekaboo, what's that joint? TV off. What's the joint? I love TV off, right? Squabble up, Man at the Garden. Like, come on, man. Like, well, Man at the Garden is not a hit, but I mean, it's not a radio bop. But I love that song, right? But when I'm looking at what's the joint? Hey now, I'm starting to see spaceships on Rosecrans. They got that from that Geeked Up with Fabo and Jeezy. I told y'all that was my song. Scotty, beam me up. I wanna fly morning, noon, and night. I'm geeked up. Man, see? I'm in here like vibing and I'm just like, yo, nah, bro. And when I'm listening to what he's saying on the TVO, it's not enough. What he say? This is not a song. This is a revelation how to get a nigga gone. What he's styling on him on here? It's crazy, man. Like, I'm like, yeah. You on another level. Even on the Peekaboo. With that big dog business, I will not hold your hand. That what? I'm in that joint running that joint back. Hold on, wait a minute. Pull it back. Even the GNX song. What? Bro, all these joints hits. Like, for the most part, I told y'all, I couldn't get past whacked out murals. You see what I'm saying? So now, and because at first, I also said this. I said, well, even I know Kendrick said you run to Atlanta. You always run into them and all that. He broke down how he used all the Atlanta artists for their swagger. He got to use them to make bops. I said, well, he should just go ahead and use that Thugger, that look from Thugger. People want to hear Thug right now. Go ahead and make a joint, an album or something with him. Kendrick, people gonna talk about you. They're gonna clown you out, but if you make enough hits, if the records are good enough, they'll eventually get over it, right? If the record, I was like, a hit record beats everything. My boy Melvin say, Malcolm, nah, I don't think so, bro. That cloud will be over his head, especially with how this album sounded. It'll be over his head so much because he's not winning in the court of public opinion. He's not. They not in his favor. Only in hip hop, he's not in good favor right now. He's in good favor in the pop lane with with his fans, and in the pop lane and people that don't really listen to hip hop, but people who are really invested in hip hop, he losing. And in a bigger way, like Jigga was able to come back after Nas got down on him. This is worse than that though. Jigga was able to come back, but and then I'm even thinking about it from this angle, shit. It is really tough because now Kendrick is doing everything that they say he couldn't do. He making it hit records. And they gonna be like, yo, hey, man, it's hard for you to bounce back now. It's hard for you to bounce back. Like I said, Kendrick trapped them in. But that Atlanta scheme was very surgical. Because now is like when he does these collaborations, everybody is thinking about that. Every time if he would collab with these guys, they still gonna be saying that. Now again, people have been nitpicked in hip hop before. Officer Ricky, 50 did that to Rick Ross, but Ross his music overcame it. That's because 50's music died down. But Kendrick's shit ain't dying down. It's getting hotter. That's the problem. His wave is not dying down. It's getting hotter. If he was dying out, then okay, all right, cool, but yeah, man, it's getting rough out here. It's getting rough, and he's not in a favorable position at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's one thing I learned. When you losing in that court of public opinion, you got to try to come back. And it's hard to come back sometime if the other dude is steady dropping heat. He dropping heat, and it's kind of hard. I thought Drake would never be in his position, and he never thought he would either. Because he was always the bigger artist, and he's never had to go deep in a battle like that. You know what I'm saying? The worst he had to go was with the Pusha T, and he didn't even respond to the story of Adidon. I don't believe he had another record that was going to be way worse or be so catastrophic. I don't believe that at all. I think that was the little story for him because he was in trouble. Pusha pulled his card and revealed to the world that he had a baby, and he was really vulnerable to the point that people were yo, looking at him crazy. But Pusha T wasn't a big enough artist to get him out the way. right? So even though Drake didn't respond, it didn't hurt him. Kendrick Lamar is a absolutely a big enough artist, and he had to go rounds with Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick was able to keep putting out joints where it's like, shit, boy, he on your head. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, man, and even when he tried to drop a bomb, Kendrick kept intercepting it. Every time he dropped something, 30 minutes later, getting that out the way, pushing it out the way, and I knew Kendrick would have the ability to get at him, but like this though, to where people looking at him like, damn, man, you on an island right now, and it's looking a little shaky. I never saw that, so I don't know, man. It could be over with, but we gotta see, man. It might be, I don't know.